Hi, I'm Lynn Gillespie, organic farmer and creator of the Abundance Garden course. We are here today to teach you how to keep your seedlings from getting too leggy. There are many times that you want to start your seeds in the house to save time and money, or to grow a special variety of plant that you just can't buy anywhere. But much to our disappointment, the seedlings get too leggy before we can transplant them out into the garden, and they die or become stunted. Learning a few tricks will keep your seedlings strong and stocky so you get better plants to put in the garden. There are 4 main concepts you need to know to keep your seedlings from getting leggy. The first one is timing. You need to start them at the right time. It's really important to start your seedlings at the right time so they are not in the house or in the pots for very long. All of the start dates will be based off of your last frost date. Plants that want to be started 8 weeks before the last frost date are tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, artichokes, onions, leeks, shallots, and celery. Plants that want to be started 4 weeks before your last frost date are lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. And plants that want to be started 3 weeks before they are planted out are winter squash, cucumbers, melons, summer squash, pumpkins, beets, and spinach. Okay, once you got your timing figured out, the next thing that you need to do is to prevent disease. Plants that are grown in the house are susceptible to dampening off. This is a disease that causes the plants to rot off right where the plants come out of the soil. To prevent this, you will want to grow your plants in a lightweight potting mix that drains well. Don't go out in the yard and get garden soil. It's hard on the seedlings. If you need an awesome seedling mix recipe, you can find our secret family seedling recipe that was handed down to me by my parents who ran 2 acres of greenhouses when I was a kid. If you do not have a copy of the family secret seedling mix, then go to our website, thelivingfarm.org, and go to the High Performance Garden community blog post and watch video training number 3, Starting Seedlings Indoors. It is important to keep the soil that is on top of the seeds dry after the seedlings have come up, and do not crowd the seedlings to prevent dampening off disease. Okay, the third concept is light. The seedlings need ample light or they will stretch to get it. The first thing that helps with light is to have your seedlings spaced apart. You want enough room between the plants that they cannot touch each other. You can do this by planting them in pots and then keep moving the pots further and further apart as they grow. A seedling wants 16 hours of daylight and 8 hours of dark. The dark cycle is important to the plants so it can grow properly. If a seedling cannot get 16 hours of intense light, it will try to stretch and grow towards the light. To prevent this stretching, the best way is to provide a supplemental source of light. I use the fluorescent T5 grow lights, and you can use regular fluorescent light bulbs, but they are not always bright enough. You will want to place the lights 3 inches above your seedlings and put them on a timer to run for 16 hours. Lights are not very expensive and will pay for themselves in saved seedlings the first year. If you have no lights, then you can put your seedlings in a sunny window with a white reflector behind them. The reflector needs to be towards the inside of the room. You do not want to use aluminum foil for your reflector because you might cook the plants. The reflector will reflect the light to the back side of the plants that is not facing the window, and this will help the plants to grow straight. You should also turn the plants every day to help them to grow straight. Another choice is to set your plants outside during the day and back in at night. This is fine unless you forget them or storm rolls in or the wind comes up. The last way to help keep your plants stocky and not get leggy is to create some wind for your plants. Any plant that is in a windy situation will grow extra strong stalks to hold up to the wind. You can place a fan near your seedlings to blow them around a bit every day to help keep them stocky. It takes about an hour of wind a day to keep them really stocky. I know of one grower in our area that blasts his seedlings with water every day to make them bend over. The effort of the plant to have to straighten up every day adds stockiness to the stems. But only do the wind and the water blasts after your plants have grown a few inches high, and start really gentle, and then you can work your way up to more force as the plants get older. With these methods, you can grow seedlings that are short and stocky and will transition well into the garden.